Hi everyone, today is July 10th. I'm David Reeder. Big news in the coaching world this week is the University of Arizona has a new head man with a familiar last name. We'll get started with the week that was right now. Josh Snyder announced his retirement this week. Snyder had been one of the top 50 freestylers in the country over the past 7 years since he shocked Nathan Adrian and frankly the world to win the NCAA title in the 50 free back in 2010. In the years after that, Snyder represented the U.S. internationally at the World Short Course Championships, World University Games, and the Pan American Games, where he won the 50 free in Toronto in 2015. At the Olympic trials, Snyder was 4th in the 50 free in 2012 and 5th last year in 2016. He last competed at U.S. Nationals, where he finished 11th in the 50 free prelims before scratching finals. Best wishes to Josh in all his future endeavors. Some interesting developments this week in professional swimming as about 30 pros, all of them Olympians and mostly gold medalists, had their names included in what's being called the Global Association of Professional Swimmers. Now, it's unclear if this group will be able to make any political impact within the otherwise static FINA bureaucracy, but swimmers do appear to be getting frustrated with going to meets and having rules announced, changes without any of their input. The latest announcement, FINA changing the World Cup circuit earlier this summer, limiting the number of events an athlete can swim at each stop. Again, we'll see what sort of impact gaps can have over the next several months. Dana Vollmer gave birth to her second son last week. Vollmer and her husband, Andy Grant, are proud parents of Riker Alexander, born early morning on July 4th. Vollmer announced her pregnancy last fall after competing in her third Olympics in Rio, where she won one medal of each color, and she announced that she would be having a boy when she competed 6 months pregnant at the Arena Pro Swim Series meet in Mesa this past April by wearing the green suit instead of the pink suit, which she would have worn if she was having a girl. Vollmer already came back to competitive racing once after giving birth. She raced in Rio less than 18 months after having her first son, Arlen. She explained in Mesa back in April that she hopes to be at U.S. Nationals contending for a spot on an international team by next summer. Joseph Schooling is going to be ready to go at the World Championships in 2 weeks' time in Budapest. He swam a tune-up meet this weekend in his home pool in Austin, the sectionals meet. He put up a 50.96 in the 100 fly, moving him to number 2 in the world, behind only Caleb Dressel, who won U.S. Nationals in the event in 50.87. No one else besides Schooling actually broke 51 at the Olympics last year, so he's looking very, very good heading into the World Championships. He was this month's Swimming World Magazine cover boy, and Schooling believes he could break the world record in the men's 100 fly this summer. That's Michael Phelps' 49.82 set 8 years ago. We'll see if Schooling has that in him come Budapest. Top story this week, the University of Arizona has a new head coach, Augie Busch. He'll take over the program that his father, Frank, ran for 20 years. Rick DeMont, who was a longtime assistant under Frank Busch and more recently the head coach, announced his retirement in May. Augie was an assistant under his father for 8 years from 2003 to 2011, and during that span the Wildcats won NCAA team championships for both women and men in 2008. In 2011, Augie left to become the head coach for the Houston women, and since 2013 he's been the head coach at the University of Virginia. While at Virginia, the Cavalier women finished in the top 5 of the NCAA championships twice and won three ACC titles, under Busch's watch. He will bring at least 2 Virginia assistants with him to Tucson, his younger brother Sam, and also Corey Chitwood, a 3-time NCAA champion in the 200 back for the Wildcats, and now a successful distance coach who has turned Leah Smith into one of the best swimmers in the world. We'll see if familiar blood on deck at the Hillenbrand Aquatic Center can help restore that program to its glory days. That's all for the news this week. I'm David Reeder. We'll catch up next week.